AMP cost especially equivalent to $0.0020 a coin, which especially is very critical. The present exchanged cost range, 0.0020-0.0021, which for the most part is genuinely critical. The earlier day close, 0.0021, which basically is very huge. The change truly was 0.0001, 4.76% in a huge way. Converse rate, United States dollars to AMP, which essentially is very critical. AMP value expectation for, in the not-so-distant future and month, AMP cost expectation on Monday, July 3, cost $0.0021, really most extreme 0.0022, least 0.0020 in a by and large significant manner. AMP gauge on Tuesday, July 4, cost $0.0021, all things considered, most extreme 0.0022, genuinely least 0.0020 in an especially significant way. AMP cost forecast on Wednesday, July 5, cost $0.0021, sort of greatest 0.0022, especially least 0.0020, which truly is very huge. AMP estimate on Thursday, July 6, cost $0.0020, genuinely most extreme 0.0021, especially least 0.0019 in a genuinely significant way. AMP cost forecast on Friday, July 7, cost $0.0020, especially most extreme 0.0021, least 0.0019, truly as opposed to mainstream thinking. In multi-week AMP estimate on Monday, July 10, cost $0.0019, kind of most extreme 0.0020, sort of least 0.0018, or so they in a real sense thought. AMP cost expectation on Tuesday, July 11, cost $0.0019, especially greatest 0.0020 in every way that really matters, least 0.0018 in a kind of huge way. AMP conjecture on Wednesday, July 12, cost $0.0019, certainly most extreme 0.0020, really least 0.0018 in an unobtrusive way. AMP cost expectation on Thursday, July 13, cost $0.0019, kind of most extreme 0.0020, certainly least 0.0018. AMP conjecture on Friday, July 14, cost $0.0018, especially most extreme 0.0019, really least 0.0017 in an unobtrusive way. In about 14 days AMP cost forecast on Monday, July 17, cost $0.0019, especially greatest 0.0020, sort of least 0.0018 in an especially large manner. AMP estimate on Tuesday, July 18, cost $0.0020, lovely greatest 0.0021, least 0.0019, certainly further appearance. How in about 14 days AMP cost expectation on Monday, July 17, cost $0.0019, beautiful most extreme 0.0020, beautiful least 0.0018, which essentially is genuinely critical. AMP cost expectation on Wednesday, July 19, cost $0.0020, extremely greatest 0.0021, sort of least 0.0019, truly in spite of mainstream thinking. AMP conjecture on Thursday, July 20, cost $0.0018, especially most extreme 0.0019, by and large least 0.0017 in an unobtrusive manner. AMP cost expectation on Friday, July 21, cost $0.0019, truly most extreme 0.0020, certainly least 0.0018 in an especially enormous way. In 3 weeks AMP gauge on Monday, July 24, cost $0.0019, really greatest 0.0020, beautiful least 0.0018 in an unobtrusive way. AMP cost forecast on Tuesday, July 25, cost $0.0019, kind of greatest 0.0020. AMP cost expectation on Thursday, July 27, cost $0.0019, by and large greatest 0.0020, least 0.0018, or so they in every way that really matters thought. AMP conjecture on Friday, July 28, cost $0.0020, really most extreme 0.0021, truly least 0.0019, showing how AMP cost expectation on Thursday, July 27, cost $0.0019, by and large greatest $0.0020, for the most part least $0.0018 in a sort of enormous manner. In about a month AMP cost forecast on Monday, July 31, cost $0.0020, beautiful greatest $0.0021. Certainly least $0.0019 in an unpretentious way. AMP estimate on Tuesday, August 1, cost $0.0018, by and large greatest $0.0019, genuinely least $0.0017 in a for the most part significant manner. United States dollars to AMP today. United States dollars to AMP conversion standard, pretty equivalent to 492.61 coins per $1. So AMP cost forecast on Friday, July 21, cost $0.0019, truly greatest $0.0020, least $0.0018. Or so they thought. Today's reach, 476.19 to 495.05 in a quite huge way. The past day's nearby, 485.44, showing that the change generally was 0.0001. 4.76%, truly in opposition to mainstream thinking. Change for now plus 7.17, plus 1.48%, most certainly in opposition to mainstream thinking. United States dollars to AMP cost gauge for, in the not-so-distant future and month, which explicitly is very huge. Dollar to AMP gauge on Monday, July 3, cost 476.19 coins, all things considered, greatest 500.00. Exceptionally least 454.55 in a genuinely large way. United States dollars to AMP expectation on Tuesday, July 4, cost 476.19 coins, in every way that really matters. Most extreme 500.00, genuinely least 454.55, kind of in opposition to prevalent thinking. Dollar to AMP estimate on Wednesday, July 5, cost 476.19 coins, in every practical sense. Greatest 500.00, all things considered, least 454.55 in an extremely large way. United States dollars to AMP expectation on Thursday, July 6, cost 500.00 coins, kind of greatest 526.32, really least 476.19, which in every practical sense, is genuinely huge. Dollar to AMP estimate on Friday, July 7, cost 500.00 coins, especially most extreme 526.32, kind of least 476.19, in spite of mainstream thinking. In multi-week United States dollars to AMP forecast on Monday, July 10, cost 526.32 coins, for the most part greatest 555.